Hello, this is Mrs. Force. I am a U.S. history teacher, and I'm going to be reading for you the Week 16 quiz. Make sure that you pause the video as we're going through as you need to be able to answer the questions, and then just restart it when you're ready to move on. If you have any questions, make sure that you're reaching out to your U.S. history teacher. Good luck, and let's get started with question number 1. Although Republican Richard Nixon ultimately won the presidency, it was the Democratic National Convention that characterized the election of 1968. What happened there? Hubert Humphrey was nominated amid protests, the presence of the National Guard, and rioting. Eugene McCarthy was nominated thanks to the efforts of Abbie Hoffman and Jerry Rubin. Lyndon Johnson was nominated to give continuity to leadership in Washington. Richard Daley was nominated as a result of his forceful leadership in Chicago. Question number 2. Where were students killed as a result of campus unrest and National Guard intervention? Birmingham State College, Kent State University, Michigan State University, Maryland State University. Question 3. What was one effect of the women's movement on society? An enormous increase in the number of women in the Senate. Women are finally given the right to vote in the 1960s. Equal pay for male and female professional athletes. An increase in the number of women enrolling in professional schools, which led to professional careers instead of remaining stay-at-home mothers. Question number 4. What is the Equal Rights Amendment? A proposed but unratified amendment to ban discrimination based on gender. An amendment that protected the rights of all minorities. An amendment that made segregation illegal. An unratified amendment that protected student rights. Question 5. What influenced some minorities such as gays and lesbians, American Indians, and Hispanics to seek equal protection under the law during the 60s and 70s? Student organizations advocated strongly on their behalf. Changes in political leadership. The success of the African Americans during the Civil Rights Movement. Or increased financial support from corporations. Question 6. How did an increase in population among the Hispanic community affect their civil rights? Their civil rights were more limited because of increased poverty. They had increased political power. They were finally given the right to vote. They had less political power since there were more of them. Question number 7. Nixon's administration acted on specific items that went against typical Republican views. All the following actions are examples of this, except the creation of the EPA and NOAA, the proposal of the Family Assistance Program, the elimination of several of Johnson's Great Society programs, his creation of a plan to set goals for hiring more minorities. Question 8. What result did détente have on the Cold War? It significantly increased tensions between the superpowers. It caused the two superpowers to disband NATO and the Warsaw Pact. It substantially reduced the chances of nuclear war. It had little effect on the Cold War. Question 9. Why did a relatively simple burglary like the break-in at Watergate turn into a major political scandal and bring down the president? The Democrats were the party in power in Congress, so they wanted to remove Nixon. Nixon would be charged with treason because he was leaking government secrets to the Soviet Union. The press was out to get President Nixon, so the journalists Woodward and Bernstein wrote a story about his behavior. The cover-up involved criminal activities and defiance of legal authority by the President of the United States. And number 10, which president describes one lasting effect of the Watergate scandal? Most Americans gained a greater appreciation for the difficulties and hardships of politics. Presidents were no longer able to be indicted for crimes once leaving office. The impeachment process was altered through a constitutional amendment. Many Americans lost faith in their government and became skeptical about politics. Once you have answered all of them and you have a green check here for questions 1 through 10, please make sure that you click Submit Quiz. Once you are finished, double check in your gradebook that a grade has appeared. If you have any questions, concerns, or problems, please make sure that you are reaching out to your U.S. history teacher. Thanks so much and good luck, guys.